What is going on, everybody? Justin here with Alpha Wash, and today we're going to be talking about the 3 things, or I guess that's 6, but the 3 things that will make the difference in creating a business, a pressure washing business specifically, that is successful. So I feel like when people get into the pressure washing industry, we all tend to make the same mistakes. And hopefully with this video, I can save somebody some time from mistakes I made in the past. So we're gonna break it down by 3 things. So there's 3 things you need to focus on, and you need to focus the majority of your time on these 3 things when starting a pressure washing business to make sure that it's successful. All right, so number 1, that is the service that you provide. Perfect the service you provide and make it repeatable. Make it consistent. Don't do it inconsistently. Even if it's just you working, document how you do every single thing. And if you haven't done it yet, of course, do it a few times, figure out which way works the best, and then document it. And once you've got it documented, that is your processes. You now have processes. Even if you're self-employed and you're the only employee in the business, you've still got processes. You've still got a company. Don't let yourself think that you don't have a company, because you definitely do. So number 1, like I said, you want to perfect what you're providing. And when I say perfect what you're providing, just make sure that you're doing everything right. Make sure that you have a way that can be repeated. Don't scatter yourself too thin. I recommend picking one thing and going with it to get started. Don't go out and say, all right, I'm going to get into pressure washing. I'm going to do roof washing, house washing, driveway cleaning, restaurant cleaning, apartment complex cleaning, big truck cleaning, equipment cleaning, you name it. There's so many different things, so many different ways, and it's all like different businesses within the pressure washing business. So the majority of people do residential. I'd say if you took a poll, I'd say that if I had to guess, I'd say that 60% of the people do at least 75 or at least 70% residential. Residential, it can be more profitable. You can be on the job site for a shorter period of time and profit more amount of money on average, in my experiences, than you can doing commercial work for the same amount of time. I personally like to combine the both, just because we're not booked out with residential work, so I want to make sure that schedule's getting filled up, so I'll put some commercial work on there. But I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, number 1, perfect your service. Make sure that it's a good service, make sure it's consistent, and make sure that it can be repeated. That's number 1. Number 2, you need to focus on marketing. And when I say focus on marketing, don't overthink it. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to spend a little bit, as little as possible, to get the most we possibly can get. And I made a lot of mistakes with this. And I had to learn the hard way. I'm hard-headed. I learned from my mistakes. That's how I've always been since I was a kid. And I started spending way too much money on marketing last year, and I wasn't tracking it actively, so I didn't realize how much I was spending, and actually kind of hurt us at the end of the year last year for our end of the year number deal, because we spent way more on marketing than we got a return for. So focus on marketing. Same thing with marketing. You want to find something that works. You want to find something that you can document every way that you do it. How did you get this lead? How can we do it again? How can I get somebody else to do it? So marketing, same thing as the first one. You want to make sure this stuff's documented. You want to have your processes of your marketing plan. You want to have a marketing calendar in place that shows everything you're going to do and when you're going to do it. So the next thing, the third and final thing, is going to be how you, and if you have any employees or if it's just you, either way, how you communicate with your customers. How good are you at doing what you say you're going to do? How good are you at following through on the things you say you're going to do? How good are you at let's see, what's something else? How good at you are just making them like you, basically. How good of a connection are you able to build with your customers? Do you have good people skills? And this also ties into selling, but it's more than just selling. It's what do people feel when they think of your business, whether it's based on past experiences or things that their friends and neighbors had said about you. What kind of taste comes in their mouth when your business name is mentioned? And you can control that, whether you realize it or not, because if you've got a bad business name, it's more than likely based on actions that you did or didn't take, actions that you shouldn't have taken, or didn't take in actions that you should have taken. One or the other. That's pretty much the only way your business can get a bad rap. It's all on you, as long as you follow through and do what you tell people you're going to do and not go out and tell people a bunch of lies and things like that. You're going to be fine. So just to go back over everything, the 3 things that you need to focus on the most when you're starting a pressure washing business: perfect your service. Number 2, marketing. Perfect your marketing. Get the phone ringing. Number 3, communicating with people. How does your company communicate with people? I always like to tell our guys, we are in the customer service business that just happens to do pressure washing. We want to provide the utmost value to our customers. We want to be, some people might call it kind of an overkill because it's just a pressure washing company. But, got an estimate accepted. Just got a notification popped up on my phone. I guess that's why you could see me sitting there turning my head. But anyways, yeah, so 3 things: process of your service that you provide, marketing, people skills. That's all you need to know to go out and start a successful business. Don't get caught up into the trap that most people get caught up into going into the pressure washing business. Don't get caught up in the equipment. Don't get caught up in things that are cool to you that grab your attention, but make sure you're focused on guiding the business to where you want it to go. And it's going to take some time. You're going to have to make a few mistakes and learn from your mistakes, but that's how we grow. Because if you're not making mistakes, you're not growing. So y'all get out there, keep killing it. Hope y'all can find some value from the video. We'll catch y'all later.